We are here. We are present. Welcome to Tuesday Tink and Tonic, where we spend about half an hour just talking about what's good. And
What it do, baby?
yeah, man, what's been up with you?
Not much, man. Had been contemplating life a lot since last week. Just trying to. I mean, that's generally what happens, ensuring that I'm living to the fullest. But yeah, that's what's good with me. What about you?
Well, getting back into the short hair life. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Brushing it every opportunity, brushing it, because it won't be long here where we will be seeing some things, some people snorkeling in these here waves here in a minute. So it's a different journey. It's fun though, playing around, see what's up. Otherwise, I've been deep in my studies, getting my skills up. Got some shiatsu under my belt, some neuromuscular therapy going down. So excited about that, and continuing to build, man. Not too much out, not too much else, and doing my best, bro, to cut the noise.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
what do you call it? I appreciate those onomatopoeias. Ooh,
yeah,
good
yeah,
job.
yeah,
I like the hand
yeah,
gestures that go along with that. Good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You gotta hit them with it. You gotta hit them with it. So that's the way it is. But today we're talking about or shoot, you got something else you want to say before we get right into it? Shoot, I'm out here
Nah,
eager. I'm trying to jump the gun.
nah, jump into it, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Alicia. Um, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Shoot, today we're talking about. Listen, you've been following. Well, I mean, Easy Clarke just took a little break from IG. So if you've been following my stories, particularly this week, um, this is sort of like the solution, right? Like it's a whole bunch of fakery and fuckery going on in this world. So what steps do you take? Right? What do you do to actually invest in your health, to take charge in your health, to not leave your health up to the state? Right? What do you do? Right? What do you do? And so we have a few ways, 5, maybe 10. Who knows? I don't know. 5, maybe 10 ways for you to go ahead and do that, or ways that we have each done that and have seen some returns on. Right? So, not saying it's like the end all be all, but it's definitely worked for a lot of people. So you may already be trying it, or you may already be doing it, and now you get validation because you've been doing it, or you get a new idea on something to try. So
Got it.
that's 5. You want to
All
just
right.
you want me to just go through list them, or how you want to do this? Take them one
Now
at a time.
we'll jump into ways to invest in your health. Rule the first way is water, bro. I'm a start with the first way is to drink more water, but as John will say, also change your water source. So jump into that.
All right, bet. So I have been weird about my water for a long time. People made fun of me. People are like, "Why are you so paranoid? Why la 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 la?" Right? For a very long time. First and foremost, I used to drink a lot of tea because at the very least, I knew that, like, listen, at least if you boil the water, I'm better off, right? So I intuitively kind of knew that. So I drink a lot of tea. Um, then, not to credit, actually, the credit doesn't go from me, but I learned about the Berkey. Actually, we had like a college, I think, had like a what, like a Brita filter.
Yeah,
But I look at that Brita filter, and I'm like, this thing
you're
looking
not ready,
real
bro.
weak, looking
The
real
bread,
weak.
the bread's a weak sauce, bro. That's like I don't know. It's like go kart racing. I've been watching a lot of Formula One
That's
racing
hilarious.
recently. Yeah, Bridget Feltus is like go karting. Like they ain't ready, bro. They ain't ready.
They, all right,
They
fair
ain't
enough.
ready.
Formula One go karting. All right, learn something new every day. That's dope. So the next level up, or at least my journey that I took up, was to upgrade to a Brita. Sorry, a Berkey. Now you can look this up, but utilizes a charcoal filter to go ahead and filter the water used in like I think it was used in like war zones and things like that, where well water or running water or clean water wasn't guaranteed. So you pour it through in the filters. Works great. Did a blind test with well, first of all, people still made fun of me, right? So did a blind test with folks who come by. I think I had a whole bunch of folks over come through the house, and they saw the Brita. They're like, "Oh, why you so bougie with your water?" Oh, before this, I drank essential bottled water, right? Essential bottled alkaline water.
I don't
Again,
trust that
folks made
shit
fun of
either.
me.
I don't trust that shit either.
People are like, "Why you so bougie buying your water?" Then they started drinking the same thing. So then I found out about Berkey, upgraded to that. People were at the crib. They're like, there's no difference. You can't even tell. It's the same water.
Sorry.
Right?
You have to
You
excuse
can't
my
tell.
language.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say. So I was one of those people invited to his house to drink this Berkey water, and I didn't judge it because I could taste the difference in water, but I remember tasting it, and it literally just disappears at the tip of your tongue. I describe it like this to people. It feels like God spit in your mouth. Like it feels like Jesus just spit water in your mouth. Like it just feels that pure. And I actually bought a Berkey, and I fucking love it. And my roommates made fun of me for having it in the living room because it's very big and obnoxious. But they all love it now. That shit tastes delicious. Um, if you talk about investing, I would 100% invest in a Berkey. I would also invest in what John's about to talk about after, but the Berkey, some of the best water I've ever drank. Real talk. Anyway, continue.
Sounds great. So yeah, the Berkey people are over like you can't tell the difference, et cetera, et cetera. So I actually did a this was 2 times because I don't think you were here that first time. Was they were like, okay, cool, let's test it then. What is a Berkey exactly? Google it.
I'm gonna spell it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's Berkey. It's like
Berkey. There you go.
It's like 2 charcoal filters that use like gravity to help push the water down from a larger chamber, and it's so intense that it can actually remove the red dye out of water. So it's designed to remove like uh, all like microorganisms, anything like chlorine, fluoride, all these different chemicals that a lot of countries in the world used to treat the water because it's moving through a lot of lead pipes that aren't exactly good. So you're basically getting like really pure H2O, like if like rainwater, but except if your rain didn't have acid and stuff in it.
Right. I was gonna say not like rainwater because that has a lot of stuff in it. And I would highly recommend picking up the Choices Clears to really understand the differences between the water. Why there is, you actually don't. I mean, if that's all you have, drink rainwater. But if it's, you'd actually rather boil it first, because
Of course.
our air is so polluted that you gotta consider that we're not catching the water from the source, right? So that's Berkey. I think it's fantastic. Go ahead.
I'm gonna show them my Berkey, bro.
Go for it.
You continue talking.
All right. So with Berkey, I mean, it's awesome. It's great water. It's fantastic. But I got rid of my Berkey. I got rid of my Berkey because, God damn it, I elevated. Okay, and you know, they probably gonna make fun of me again. They're probably gonna call me bougie again. Oh, by the way, that taste test, blindfolded taste test, I was able to pick out exactly which one was the Kangen water, which one was the Berkey water. Okay, so oh, okay, cool. And now a lot of those people have Berkeys, by the way.
Everybody that has tasted my Berkey wants one. It's impossible not to like.
Yeah, but they'll make fun of you first. They'll make fun of you first. Yeah,
so
they'll make
fun
fun of you
first.
first.
What is this centrifuge in your living room? But
yep,
they'll
make fun of you first. Don't be disheartened, right? Don't be scared. Don't be shook.
Just to prove how good that is, I got drunk the other night and I was just like, man, my Berkey's not tasting as good, and I bought 2 new filters. I don't know why I didn't need to. I was just drunk, but That's how much I love that water. I had the two new filters there. That shit lasts like 5 years. Like you really don't need to buy two new filters that often.
Hey, what's good, Lacombe? My God. That's dope. So I was introduced to Kangen Water. It took me a year plus before I actually invested in one. And if you don't know what Kangen Water is, I won't spend too much time explaining it. However, it is literally the highest form of water on earth. Second only, in my opinion, second only to fruits, like coconut water, fresh off the tree. That thing can't be processed in a store or whatever. How do I know this? One, I felt it. All right. Just like I felt the Berkey, just like I felt the essential water before that, I felt it. And then two, I got my knowledge up. All right. I did my research, looked at what was it. And then three, I actually tested it. When I got it, tested the water, tested it against essential, tested it against tap water, tested it against Berkey water because I still have my Berkey. And absolutely worth it. Does it cost money? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It cost me a couple stacks, right? Now,
For all
why do
those
I
that don't
justify
know how
this?
much a stack is,
Right? Yeah. um, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Why? Because now I no longer buy bottled water. So the essential water I bottle, if you multiply that out, that's a ton of money I'm saving. Second, it's tax deductible, so I get to take it off my taxes.
it is.
Third, yeah, bro, been trying to tell you this, dog.
No, you didn't. You didn't say tax deductible,
Have
bro.
been trying to tell you
You
this,
never said
bro.
tax
I've been
deductible,
trying to
bro.
tell you this, bro.
We're gonna take that offline too. But all
Yeah,
right,
we
cool.
take that off wax. I've been trying to tell you, tax
No, but
deductible.
you didn't sell me on that part. I was gonna buy it. We know
I
I
don't
was gonna
sell,
buy
I
it.
share.
Well, okay.
I share.
You didn't share the tax deductible part anyway. Reminds me I have to do my taxes. Anyway,
All
continue.
right. All right, so let me tell all of y'all now. It's tax deductible, right? So if you got your stimulus money, right? You know, slide it somewhere that makes sense. It's five. It's I believe it's what is it? Not guaranteed, but warranted for 45 years. Last for up to probably last longer than that, but at least 45 years, I believe. Don't quote me on that one in particular. It is a medical device, so you can actually, it's the only water that you can travel with. So you can travel with the actual machine and you can travel with the actual medical water because it's medical grade water. Developed in Japan by a dope dude. Go look it up. And if you have any other questions in regards to that, I mean, I've got an awesome video to share with you so you can see it actually work. But no brainer for me. It's up to somebody that I invest in my health, no question whatsoever. I would drop that money again in a heartbeat. And by the way, I had a lot of pushback when I was getting this. Again, a lot of pushback, a lot of people being like, what are you doing? It's too expensive. It's fake. It's not real. What are you doing? No, no, no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have one. No, I've tested it, and I'm happy to report it is not fake. It is actually real, and it works. Everything I just said is true. Not just that, the machine that I have gets 8 different types of water. Go ahead.
No, I was going to
Yeah, you
tell
was gonna
them
say something?
exactly. No, tell them exactly what the Kangen water does. The Kangen machine does. So, as you mentioned, the Berkey filters out everything from your pipe water. It tastes amazing because it's water in very pure form. Um, uh, so tell them what the Kangen machine does and 8 different types.
Yeah. So basically take everything we just said about the Berkey, right? But the issue with the Berkey is that it's a water distiller. What does that mean? It means it takes everything out of the water. So what you have is clean water, but it's dead water, right? But the Kangen machine does all of that plus more in terms of filtration. and then it alkalinizes the water through electrical plates. Now, I'm not going to sit here and explain the details of like the insides of it because you could easily just watch a video and get much better explanation than I can give you just now. But it turns dirty, dead water into clean, living water. Done. We have a water crisis around the world, right? Berkey does it, but I prefer Kangen. Kangen solves that completely, right? And not just that, when the other piece of it too is it's like when you purchase a Berkey, this is probably the best part, when you purchase a Berkey, you automatically have a right to be a distributor. So you automatically are in the family of Kangen, and if you share
Oh,
with your mom and your mom gets a Kangen, you get paid.
you mean when you buy a
Oh,
Kangen,
well,
not a Berkey?
Kangen. Yeah.
Weird. I did
Yeah.
not know that part about it either. I was sold on the Kangen machine a while ago just because when I was younger and like really chubby, the first ways that people told me to start losing weight was to start drinking water. And I used to have an extra bag to school for 2 bottles of water, two like 1 liter bottles. And I remember when I was at Tufts too, I used to walk around with a gallon of water in my hand. And people would always think that's strange. I love water. I drink a ton of water. And if you tell me you can't taste the difference in water, then you don't drink enough water. That's facts. That's really it. So I really am gonna buy a Kangen machine. I did get the stimulus check. I did.
That's why you did that eye thing. I was like, wait, why is he doing that eye thing?
To be completely fair, I invested my stimulus check in another health machine, which was I bought a juicer. I bought an Omega juicer. Honestly, really big improvement in my life. I would tell everybody invest in a juicer and a real good quality one too, because the lower grade your juicer is, the less juice you'll get from it. But juicing is something that definitely stepped up my understanding of like my health and my body. I can literally feel the difference. I tell people I don't feel as good and satiated when I eat other things as when I eat tons of fruits or juicing. It's like satiety because you get so much micronutrients and everything that you just feel great. Definitely improves my mental health, my physical health. 100% would invest in a juicer. Yeah, facts.
So, although I love the Kangen machine, I think everybody should get a Kangen machine. I don't even care if you get a Kangen machine with me, just get one and improve your life. But my number one thing would be to get a juicer. Why do I say that? Because for the cost of a Kangen machine, you could get a Berkey and a juicer. And you know what? You're going to live a great life until you go ahead and make more money and get a Kangen machine, okay? Should you get it? Absolutely, you should get it. But a solid food vacation, remember I said the number one source of water on this earth, and we're focusing on hydration because it's way important than actually cramming down macronutrients, is in fruits. So if you can extract that level of water from fruits and drink that consistently, coming straight from Mother Earth, and that's all you can do at that time, I think that's a great freaking idea. Get yourself a juicer. If you don't know which one to get, hit me up. I got a list for you, a little article we're putting together. We'll send it out so you can go ahead and look at all the list of juicers that I, one, have, or two, am eyeing. And that would be my number one, by far. You're checking hydration. You're checking food, right? You're checking micronutrients. And you can survive on just that much longer than you can survive on just water, right? And it's not surviving, but you're actually thriving and cleaning at the same time.
Real talk. I mean, I bought all these things besides the Kangen machine, and my sister always makes fun of me because I have all the biggest appliances in my house, and she calls me a suburban housewife. But that's just hate because she just wants a Berkey and she just wants a juicer. So you should all get it. And I hope she heard me say that. You hate it. You want one.
Hey, man, listen, the closest people to us are certainly going to be sometimes our biggest hate and love ain't too far apart, bro. You say hate,
I
but
for
you know what
sure.
I mean. It's not hate.
I
That's not what we're doing.
once I upgrade, I'll give you my old one. Mom,
God damn, you so
Elizabeth, you can buy it.
you so generous. Look at you. You so generous. My
I didn't know.
goodness.
I really didn't know you could travel with a Kangen machine. That changes the game because one of the things I hate going by my girlfriend for is because I can't take my Berkey and I have to buy bottled water and I just hate the taste. So now that I know I could travel with that, I'm 100% do that. It's
Yeah.
not a big expense, Elizabeth. It's an investment. The terminology is very important to
Very,
what you're
very
doing.
important. Very, very important. But you know that
Expenses are frivolous. Investments have returns.
very, very important. Very, very important. Because what we're doing is we're sharing. We're sharing what we've done and seeing results from. And for some people, that may not be the move for them. That's okay. That's okay. Not everybody on this wave right now. That is totally fine. However, everything I've seen as a result of this has been I have yet one person who's made those two moves, either getting a Berkey, a Kangen, or a juicer, per my recommendation. Um, Without fail, 100% come back with glowing reviews. So they say speculation. They say, pie in the sky. This isn't some like random thing we're just pulling out of nowhere. These are both rooted in science, and also I hesitate to say that for
Yeah,
sure because
I understood.
it hurt me a little bit to like to go there. But let's move on. So top five things. We're gonna stick to five because we're running out of time already.
Bro,
Y'all come back every Tuesday. We're here, Tink and Tonic. We talk about the real stuff, how to improve quality of life. If you have ideas on things that you want to hear, things you want to put out, definitely message one of us and we'll get it down here. Okay? Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, bro. You
okay.
were saying something.
I would definitely say this one, I can't stress it enough, but mental health is really important for me. So I'll invest, real talk, real simple, invest in a journal or some kind of meditation app. I love fucking meditation, and I would definitely like invest in building a meditation habit. However, that means if it means purchasing like my Headspace or one of those cool apps or taking a meditation course, which I've done all of those. But journaling, man, you can tell your journal stuff that you probably can't tell friends, and really just I think it's a Bible quote or it might be an Edgar Allan Poe quote where he was just like
About the same.
about the same. Empty yourself so you will be filled, and that's how I feel.
Mm.
I always put that at the beginning of all my journals. Empty yourself so you may be filled, man. Sometimes you just need to get it off your chest. So as you're replacing your water, as you like increasing your juice, definitely learn one or two tricks of the trade that'll help you like stay sane and clear your head because the day really catches up to you. So that's my number three.
1000%. Would echo that journaling piece. I just picked up this pretty dope little journal here. I like quite a bit.
I actually
Um,
have two. I have a daily plan and an actual journal.
so definitely would third, fourth, and fifth that. Um, my meditation app that I prefer is Waking Up, the Waking Up app. It's like I think it's like $10 for the whole year, and I just really like how he approaches and like guides and teaches, right? Guides and teaches and places context around what's going on. So I'll definitely check that out.
Don't you
Use
have
the
a
code Cut the
promo code?
Noise.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say.
yeah. I need to push these a little bit more, but yo, I'm not out here to get your bread. But if you want to bless a brother, you feel free to do so. It's Cut the Noise, Waking Up app. You get 30 days free. Check it out. It's dope, and I don't really get that much from them, but I think it's a great product. That's why I recommend it.
Got it. I don't have an app to recommend, so I would also recommend that one because I have used it a couple of times. And if you're in Trinidad, I used to do. Damn, I can't remember who I did my meditation stuff with, but that I would definitely do like a meditation retreat if you can. That should
Mm.
change your complete understanding of like yourself and how much peace and stillness you could really impose in your life. Real talk.
Yeah, yeah, 1000. You
What's
had, go ahead.
what's what's
Oh,
'25?
I have one more. I have, I'm gonna just rattle three off real quick because I think they're about the same. These are little life things I had: change your shoes, mouth tape, and poop stool. Yeah, I said it. Change your shoes, right? So let me start from there. Change your shoes in that your feet are meant to operate kind of like hands. If you really look at your feet are meant to operate. They're meant to splay out. They're meant to be able to grab. They're meant to do a whole bunch of things that are very similar to how your hands operate. If you've ever met somebody that didn't have hands that uses their feet as hands, you know that your feet are supposed to function like that. Over time, we've moved away from that, wearing tight shoes, high heels, shoes that morph and shape our feet to a shape that's not functional to what we need to do in our day-to-day life. So, and a huge part of that, number one piece of that is the shoes that we wear. If we're able to change the shoes or not able, if we commit to changing the shoes that we wear, that in and of itself will solve like 80% of the problem. And what shoes should you look for? Should be flexible so your feet can actually be flexible. If you wore, think about this way, just before this, if you wore like hard gloves that didn't move that much on your hands all day, every day since you were 2 years old, what do you think will happen to your hand? You think we'd be able to do all this? No, we wouldn't. So simply put, is finding shoes that are flexible. You if you shoot, what I prefer is I prefer the Air Jesus 33s. All right, flexible, open. All right, Air Jesus 33s, baby. That's just me. Call me what you would. Don't call me collect. All right, that's just me. Okay, but what
Oh
you
my
can do
God.
is you can go for just look for flexible, wide, and have tight around. You really want ankle support. You don't really need much more than that, right? So, I think the best ones that I can think of straight off the top of my head that are like fairly cheap are like Converse, right? If you can get some good Converse, those aren't bad. They're great.
And let's say
Um,
you actually only need art support because your feet are kind of weak, to be
yeah,
completely.
yeah. So no, you do not actually need arch support. You develop arch support. If you have arch support, if you have arch support in your shoes, your feet will never develop arch support. Trust, coming from a man that went right. So yeah, that's definitely a myth in terms of like you need arch for that. That's another example of
Don't
us
go too.
creating an issue. Us
Oh,
creating an issue. Us creating an issue and then creating products to fit that issue, right? So if you give yourself 30 days, right? Go back to Trinidad, 30 days, walk around with your feet, bare feet, or go wherever you want to go, just do that. And then come back to me and talk to me about how your feet function, okay? Is you can easily test this out. Um, okay, I got it. Flat shoes actually cause pain for you. Got it. I wear flat boot shoes all day and I have no issues. So it might be like an individual thing. Um, but yeah, go ahead. The second one is mouth tape. What is mouth tape? Mouth tape, simplest way I can do it is like one of the most incredible things you can do in life is not a created issue. Alicia, like, all right, let me come back to you one more time. Um, how many years were people wearing sandals before we discovered the shoes that we have? And they traveled much, much longer distances than we did for a very long period of time. So are you going to tell me it's not creative?
I would definitely. I think Alyssa's case might be different, but I definitely think it's an issue mostly stemming from the fact that most people's feet are weak. Because like I have flat feet, and
Why are their feet weak?
because they're wearing shoes. I have flat feet, and I used to walk around a lot with I used to wear all these shoes with these arch supports and all these things, but definitely like doing more strengthening exercises and wearing like more like minimalist shoes actually helped me more because now the arches of my feet aren't collapsing, causing pain in my back or my hips and legs, and my body can become more properly aligned. Definitely insoles and shoes with arch support may do that, but it doesn't fix the root cause of the issue, which is actually that you need to strengthen your feet, and you get those arch supports because normally, historically speaking, people are walking on a lot of uneven surfaces in terms of mountains, in terms of rocks, in terms of at the beach, in the water. And by doing those various activities and learning to use your feet properly for balance and spread them out and strengthening, you actually fix that problem. But because we don't do all those things anymore, and we wear, heavily supported shoes with all these arch supports and elevated heels and all these things and curved toes, we don't get the benefit of doing that.
And well, we can go. We got a short thing here. We can go on and on and on and on. But this isn't necessarily to debate or prove you wrong. I will invite you to test it. Just test it. You can easily test it and prove for yourself whether it works for you or not. And if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But in my experience, both personally and with clients, works like a charm. God. Also, the Foot Collective on Instagram.
Sorry.
The Foot Collective on Instagram, and also Born to Run. 2 resources for you to check out. Okay, so moving on. Mouth tape. Bottom line is that mouth breathing is so detrimental to our health. Bottom line. Like I don't have enough time to really dive too much into it, but you can just look it up, right? So the more nasal breathing you can do, the better. And mouth tape helps you develop that through sleep. Okay. And you can look it up. This is Oxygen Advantage. Shout out my guy, Eric Duvey. Appreciate you for putting me on. And you can do your background research there because this is Instagram. We don't have enough time to dive into the nitty gritties of the debate, but test it out.
Go to the big one, dog. Poop stools.
I actually think mouth tape and water are bigger, but poop stool is great too. If you really look at it, man, the angle of which we're pooping is, again, just test it out. I got nothing else for you. Test it out.
Listen, guys, elevate those feet, put them on the bathtub, put them on the counter where you need to put them. Feel the difference. I know a lot of you have issues.
And then hop on Amazon. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was going to say a lot of you have issues because you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and you got to
do that
sit
first.
Down there. You need to sit down on the phone for a while, and you feel like you need to force it out and pop a blood vessel. You don't.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's a great point. And test it out. And once you test it out, hop on Amazon and spend like $30 to get you a poop stool if you live in a country, right? Well, truthfully, we were, before toilets, we were squatters and we were perfectly in a great position. Okay, we were in great position.
Get some books. Maybe you don't have books to elevate the feet. Get a brick. Get you something that could put those feet up.
Dog, I mean, if you must, but $30 on Amazon will get you a beautiful poop stool, dog.
$30? Nah, it's worth it. I didn't invest in one. My roommate had one. I moved into a place with a readily available poop stool, and it was great.
Never again would I live without a poop stool. Period.
I'll get a lower toilet. I don't know. Depends on where you live. That's how it is.
Much more expensive.
Yeah.
To implement that. But if you have the means to do that, please do that. But if you don't have the means to do that, $30 on Amazon, poop stool, thank us later.
Cool. So those are, I guess, 5 basic things to improve your health. Drink less coffee.
To invest in your health, yeah.
And the biggest thing you could do to invest your health is not do cocaine. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Like, not on air.
Don't sell it. Don't snort it. Just detrimental to your health all around. When you sell it, you die. When you take too much of it, you have a good time, but then you might die. So
You a
that's
fool, bro.
that's my number
I,
one rule to
we
live
we
in a
don't even
happy
have a
life.
show yet, and we already canceled, yo. We are out of here. We ending this show right now. I will
If
see
it
y'all next week on
if
Tuesday.
it
No, no, you good. No, no, you good. You good. You no, you good, bro. You about to get us. You about to get us. Hey, I get myself in enough trouble, right? I get myself in enough trouble. But how will I get through the workday? Okay. I will see y'all next
are you
week
in
on
sales? Are you
Tink.
an investment banker? No,
Are
you
you a lawyer? Yeah.
you need that. All right, cool.
Yeah, John, hit me up if you want to learn more about that mouth tape, baby. All right, we out of
All
here. We
right,
got to keep it quick today. Peace. See you next week on next Tuesday, Tink and Tonic, baby. See y'all.
bye.